As a child, I remember racing home from school to watch the latest episode of the Power Rangers. Saban Entertainment, the creators of the Power Rangers, combined the perfect amount of teenage drama, kung fu, and Pink Ranger to give every 12-year-old child what they wanted most: massive erections. So at Blockbuster, when I saw the Power Rangers for the Super Nintendo, I had no choice but to rent it. The game has the same structure as the television show. You'll start off in human form and fight low-level putties until you reach this week's monster. You'll then transform into a Power Ranger. The Red Ranger uses a sword, the Blue Ranger a trident, the Black Ranger an axe, and the Pink and Yellow Ranger gain 30 pounds of lean muscle mass and gain a TRT exemption for the CrossFit Games. I shouldn't be surprised the creators tried to trick us using the old Mortal Kombat palette swap, considering the toy line used the same bait and switch tactic. During your adventure, you'll fight such classic Power Rangers enemies as Bones, the Gnarly Gnome, Eye Guy, and Genie. If you don't remember any of those characters, don't worry, neither did I. Where are the great Power Rangers villains? Where's Goldar? Who else was there? Is Goldar the only memorable monster of the week in Power Rangers? Is it possible the teen drama and kung fu didn't matter? Were they simply a diversion by Saban to throw our parents off the scent of our power boners? If we examine Season 2, Episode 30, we'll notice that the Power Rangers are all dressed in traditional Western garb, except for the Pink Ranger, who's wearing a cut-off shirt that exposes her midriff and a miniskirt. I can only imagine the awkwardness of the writers' meeting that day, when the executives asked, how can we maintain the integrity of time travel while simultaneously maintaining our audience's power erections? I'm not sure who should be more embarrassed, the executive or the writer who suggested the outfit. The first 5 stages play identically to one another. The only variation in gameplay comes from having to memorize each boss's attack pattern, which shouldn't take very long. That is until you get to level 6 and unlock the Megazord. Playing as the Megazord is cool at first, but eventually you'll realize it controls exactly the same as the human Power Rangers did in the levels before. The manual describes A, B, and Y button as doing the same thing as a teenager. The only difference to gameplay is you'll now have a bar that charges to unleash unimpressive special attacks. Level 7 is a simple rinse and repeat of the previous level, except this time the enemy pulls a Terminator 2 and finds an alternate power source, making you defeat him twice. These battles would have been much more interesting if in level 6 you played as simply a Power Ranger Zord. Then, in level 7, the Power Rangers could combine their Zords to create a Megazord like in the television show. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers for the Super Nintendo is a simple game that can be beaten in under an hour. The gameplay in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is tedious, and the Super Nintendo's graphical power isn't strong enough to recreate the Pink Ranger image in high enough quality to keep you satisfied. And neither will this game.